Good morning, guys. It is a kind of a divide and conquer day. We spent the morning sort of just touring, trying to get a plan in our heads about what we want to do. There's so much that we could do on limited time. We're kind of trying to decide what our April plan is, and we wanted to kind of go look at the field that the sheep have sort of been living in, which is our triticale field, and figure out, my husband kind of wanted to look at it and see if there was something that was growing in there that the sheep really liked, or if it was just because it was so short that the sheep liked. And it's just grass. I don't even think the triticale is coming back in there anymore, but it's doing really well. And they haven't even gone over into any of the other fields. So we were debating if we should tear that one out and put it into hay, or if we should just concentrate on dealing with planting the corn. And the goal for this year was to pick one big project a month. Get one big project every month done, completed, and kind of hope we could get some stuff taken care of this year. And we've sort of been making headway on things, but not as much as I would like to. So in January and February, the big project was the shop, and February was all about lambing. I didn't have time to concentrate on anything else. And then in March, it kind of became our shearing month, even though it wasn't really supposed to be. But between lambing and with what we had in the barn, that's what we ended up doing, was a bunch of shearing in March, even though April was supposed to be my shearing month. April is still going to be my shearing month, but April's getting kind of jam-packed because now we have to disc and plant corn in the cornfield. I have a fence to finish tearing out and redo in the ram pasture so that I can put sheep in there. We've got to get our irrigation going, so we need to check all our irrigation lines and get all that taken care of and fixed. And we had a whole list. Oh, and I need to finish shearing. I think I said that. Did I say that? I don't remember. And then, so we decided we weren't going to tear that hay field out, or that triticale field out, and replant hay, because we still have to put a fence around it, which means tearing out 2 more sides and then refencing all 3 sides. So I just told him, I said, let's just leave it as pasture this year, worry about the corn, worry about what we already have decided we need to do, because this month is already getting full. And then we will reassess next year. That'll give us the summer to fence it, and then we can tear it out and plant it next year or this fall if we so choose to. It just gives us options that we don't have to do right now. I need to haul some hay to feed these moms and lambs, and he is going to do some spraying this morning while it is still nice and no wind. And that kind of became our other March project, because March was so nice and so warm and not what we were expecting. So he decided to do a ton of spraying in March to get ahead of all the weeds. So he's gotten quite a bit done. I know we've got a bunch of thistles, like in that triticale field and in some of our pastures, that definitely need taken care of. So that, I think he's just doing Roundup right now to get a kill on a bunch of this stuff, but eventually we'll get into the pastures and we'll get the, not the Roundup, because the Roundup kills everything. It's the one that you can spray on the pastures that won't kill anything but the weeds, but I can't remember what it's called. So we will figure that out eventually. and that may be part of our April project. That has got to be the smallest lamb I've had this year. I figured she'd have two with as teeny tiny as this one is, but just one. Anybody else want to have a baby? Be kind of nice if like 3 of you would lamb today. Hi. Oh, are you being friendly now? I'm hoping, so 2 of these ewes and their lambs can go out today. I'm hoping my husband will have some time to shear both of them before I send them out, which means that this pen is going to have to get split. So that now that he's home, I'll have him help me move this one over, and then I'll have to get, it won't quite fit, so I'll have to get something to use as a gate. But these guys will all have to go to that side. I'll get a water bucket for them. And then the moms and lambs will come to this side. So that will be the maternity ward. This will become the nursery. And then I can just take them out of this gate and then around through this alley and into the jugs. But we are still just waiting. They're being stingy. Did not get these 2 ewes out today that I was hoping to get out. These older 2 that had their lambs the 31st and the 1st, I believe. Do I know this one that was born outside was born on the 1st? No, could have been the 2nd. But she's pretty clingy to mom. Mom really loves her. So I don't have any issues putting them out, but I do want to get these 2 sheared. And then I didn't get my pen set up because my husband has spent all day hauling, or not hauling hay. I've spent all day hauling hay. He has spent all day spraying weeds. He's on his last tank, which also is the last of the weed killer. So when he gets this tank sprayed, that's it until we go buy some more. But we are slowly trying to get things taken care of. That was the other big March project, was the weeds. What are you 2 doing? I already fed you. What are you doing? Patty? Hi, what are you doing? What are you guys doing, huh? Good guys. So for the majority of April, we are going to concentrate on getting as many sheep sheared as we possibly can, getting corn planted, getting the fence in the ram pasture done, and then we'll worry about May whenever it gets here. I don't know what we're gonna do for May. I don't know what the project will be for May. May is that's a whole nother issue down the line. But, and I need to figure out what I'm doing with these guys. I'd like to get them to the sale. Let's see, today was a sale, so in 2 weeks, I'd like to get everything except for the couple that I'm planning on keeping out of here in 2 weeks. Same with what's in that other pasture. I think that's going to be my plan. I know tomorrow is a holiday, and we don't get holidays on the farm. They're just another working day with a bigger dinner and maybe a little bit longer lazy time. But I'm hoping we can get those 2 ewes sheared, maybe a couple others from the other maternity pen, and then I'm hoping he'll help me get that other maternity pen set up so that when we do shear those two, I can get them moved out.